Welcome,
Okay.
everybody, to the Narprum Podcast. I'm your host, Pete Newbig. I say this every week, but every week it is so true. We have another incredible show. Sarah Hatch, owner, broker of Hatch Property Management and Sales in the DC metro area. So, all my property managers that are listening to this, like, oh my goodness, I can't, like, that alone is tough enough, right? Every time I have somebody from California or from the East Coast on, we know that,
Uh-huh.
these property managers definitely wear a badge of honor. So Sarah graduated from BYU. Sorry, Sarah. I just found out BYU is one of the first two college football teams not allowed
Okay.
into
Yeah.
college football playoffs. She graduated in
Mhm.
2001. Yeah, she graduated when she was like four because she looks super young. And but if you don't know who Sarah is, if you do know who Sarah is, you probably know her because she has the love of maintenance. Right. So that's what Sarah you're kind of known for. You're kind of known for your processes
Yeah.
and your love for maintenance.
Yeah.
Her love for maintenance actually had her create a maintenance kind of mechanical mindedness for home repairs, and she created a
Mhm.
TikTok persona called at Mrs. Fix It Lady, and she also has a
Mhm.
YouTube channel where she teaches others the basics of home ownership and good tenant practices and maintenance.
Mhm.
So welcome, Sarah. There's so much more to this, but I want to get everybody. I want to get you on. She also three
Yeah.
children, gives back to her community, gives back to her church, runs half marathons, broker,
Mhm.
owner, and just all around badass. Welcome.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Pete. I appreciate that.
All right.
Appreciate
So
that.
I have
Uh-huh.
to ask,
Mhm.
how did you even get started creating video channels?
Video channel. So, um, I've always
Because
had
you're
like a
young,
burning
but you're not a teenager. I'm thinking TikTok teenager, right? So
teenager, right? I know. So I've always had a burning desire to like educate people, and I love going into houses and like actually doing the maintenance and showing them how they can do it themselves too. So like even as I've been managing properties, I always love to take the opportunity. I'm like, I got that one. I'm going to go to do that maintenance on that property. And then I teach and I educate the tenant or the owner. And honestly, I did a video about this recently, but like there's nothing that secures a new client like on the spot making repairs and knowing about maintenance in the house. That's what owners are looking for, is that you have a smart, intelligent, maintenance oriented or knowledgeable about home maintenance so that they know that their house is being taken care of and that like you're not, I guess, innocent to all things, repairs. You have to know the lingo, you have to know, and if you can do it and you can prove to them that you can do it as well, that is like that much reassurance that they are making the right decision and leaving their property with you to manage. So I actually did that in a house. Just like 2 weeks ago, I was at a house where and this is what my video was about, was just like they had a previous leak, and I took my infrared scanner and I was able to like see that they were in the clear, that there was no water damage still. And then I also replaced their fluid master on the spot that was running.
So that's really interesting because,
Yeah.
I know a lot of property managers or property manager companies, they leverage video to try to get clients, right? And it's basic marketing. So what you're
Yeah.
saying is you just kind of you're doing the same thing, but you're kind of pivoting and you're saying that by showing on your videos and on your channels that you understand maintenance, that actually draws people to your channel and it actually helps you close clients.
Exactly. Exactly, it does.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think it actually helps you fill the houses on the resident side as well, or is it mainly a lead gen for owners?
So also for tenants, so we have a whole flow worked out in Property Meld where we use my videos. So we attach my videos to the troubleshooting for the tenants, and that cuts down on our maintenance requests that we actually have to send somebody out to by like 20%. So
So
just by watching the
you're not
videos, we're
using
not pulling a random YouTube video. It's
right.
me. It's Sarah Hatch. It's our
How
videos.
many videos do you have now,
I mean,
and how many
it
and how when did you start the this video channel and how many videos do you
okay, great question. I have thousands of videos on my TikTok page, the Mrs. Fix It Lady TikTok page. And Some of them are personal, some of them are fashion, some of them it's just like kind of a blend of who I am. But my core is maintenance and construction and different educational videos. So I started that really, I want to say a couple of years ago. I took a class from Tony Klein as far as making video content because it was always one of my burning desires to actually produce and edit and have good content out there, because it is just like investing in the stock market. You put your money in and you let it roll. You let it go. You let social media do its
Once
thing,
you create a
and you
video,
can
it's there forever, unless you
it's
personally
there
take it down.
forever.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the thing that I've been able to do is monetize on that as well. So it's not just monetizing and getting clients from a business, it's also monetizing within the platform. So being a TikTok shop affiliate and being a creator, it has its rewards as well on that platform specifically. So I learned from Tony Klein and his son in this class, social media, basics for property managers and how to edit videos and stuff. And I learned, and I didn't do anything with it for like a complete year. Like I just did little videos here and there, like, oh, and then I said to myself, I was out with my kids and I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this seriously now. And this was in October of 2024, just a little over a year ago. I said, I'm going to figure out TikTok because I didn't know much about the platform. I had posted a few videos, but not really made much traction. And I said, I'm going to post every day. I'm going to post multiple times a day, just like people recommend, and I'm going to see what happens. And I grew my account to over 1,000 followers within less than a month. I was able to, um, you know, immediately start monetizing and making money from my shop videos and everything. And that's like hundreds of dollars a month that I have right now. And it is only growing like exponentially because those videos that were making me money, they're still making me money today. And I haven't done anything to change it.
Okay, I have so many questions. All right.
Yeah.
So, so you get inspired by Tony, you do nothing for a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Now, the average age of a property manager is in their 50s. So for us, being in front of the camera, having a video on our phone, all that stuff, it's a learned, we learned to do it, but it's not native, right? We weren't born into it like the kids in their 20s and 30s. So
Yes.
everybody thinks it's so hard. It took you a year. Did it take you a year to figure it out, or did it take you a day to
No.
figure it out? It took you like a year to kind of get the mindset, and then one day to figure it out. Like, so, is it hard to start?
Oh my goodness, that's such a great question, Pete. So I had to get out of my own head, yes, for a year. Like I had to just move past that obstacle because when you get started on social media or when you're creating your platform, it is very cringe. It is very like, oh my gosh, I looked so bad or I sounded so stupid or whatever. The thing that
Or I
happens
just
is
hate to look at
as
me. I hate look at me. I don't
I
want to
know,
self-promote, right? Yeah.
I know, but here's the thing, you have filters. Put a filter on and you will look beautiful. You don't have to wear makeup that day. You can still have
Sarah,
your hair done how
you
you
and I
can.
don't need filters for the other people out there, but for us, we're good. I got a face for
I mean,
radio.
so yeah, you can get over that by putting a filter on. You can get over that by having scripts. If you're not sure what to say, put it in Chat GTP and then read it from a teleprompter on your screen. It's just getting to know what those tools are and in the system how to use them. How to use the editing that is right within that platform is golden. It is perfect for short form video, which is what TikTok is.
Do you need to hire somebody to do that for you, or is it pretty easy enough where you can literally do that for you, do it yourself?
So that's
Filters, the cutting of the video, all that good stuff.
that depends. That depends on what your end game is. So for me, I couldn't find an editor that could edit my style and my feel, right? Like I want Sarah Hatch, Mrs. Fix-It Lady, to have a certain spin on things. I wanted her to be silly. I wanted her to be educational and funny with my kids. Like my whole thing is if I can teach my kids how to do home maintenance, then I could teach anyone else. So my kids are in my videos a lot too.
Okay.
So like getting the kids involved and getting them to hold the camera, like you have to just be you by repetition, you are breaking down those walls mentally with how you look, how you sound. I have to tell you, this is a draft of mine in my TikTok page. And Pete, I have had it in there for over a year. It's a draft that has been in there for over a year. And do you want to know why? I still don't feel like it's perfect. I think I look stupid. I think I sound stupid. And let me just tell you, I opened that video up recently and I said, that's actually not that bad. I didn't even view it for like months because I was like, that's just a dumb video. That's just so dumb. And literally, I am teaching people about all the different parts of a toilet. That is what my video is about. And I was like, I sound so dumb. I'm going to be corrected because I used the wrong word there. And I'm like, no, what I'm doing right now is editing it to basically laugh at myself. Like, I just called that the wrong thing. Like, you know what I mean?
What's the
Just
old saying? Perfect is the opposite. Like, they don't have to be perfect, just get it done type stuff. Like
human.
you're gonna, yeah.
Just
All right.
be
So,
human.
okay.
Yeah.
So to get over the mindset, you're like, don't worry about it. You got
Couple
filters.
months.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, couple months at max. So I
Okay.
was very uncomfortable still. I was still producing. I didn't care. I didn't care that I was dance like do a little whatever dance
You can even
groove because
record. You can even record it. You don't have to post, right? Just to get into the flow, right? You can do that as well.
bingo.
Mm.
Bingo. Record, record, record. Rewatch yourself. Make corrections. If you don't like, they say that about public speaking. Record yourself as you're saying things because you don't know how they're receiving it unless you see it on video of yourself, right? How
Hmm.
can you improve? If you don't know how you're looking and how you're being received, then you don't know how to improve and how you can make those little tweaks for you. So
All right. So you get over
that's
the
what,
mindset by
yeah.
kind of recording, by knowing that there's filters, by
Mhm.
having some scripts, by
Yep.
doing it, by having a list of all the different items that you want to discuss over time, right? For you guys that get a maintenance ticket. Sarah's getting her toolbox out there with her camera and her
Yep.
kid. No child
Yep.
labor laws we're
Yeah.
all right. So now, okay. So now that seems simple. That's hard enough to get over the mindset. Now the simple part is like just getting started. But why TikTok over like Instagram or Facebook or
Okay.
LinkedIn or something like that?
There's a different following on every platform that you choose, whether you're going to be on LinkedIn, whether you're going to be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They all have different audiences. Okay. And you have to know who you're talking to and what kind of format you are comfortable with. Because if you're long form podcast style, guess what? They have TikTok lives that would be perfect for you. Do a
Well,
TikTok
my
live.
target's 55-year-old, men and women. I think isn't TikTok more
Yes.
like kids? Now, am I
No.
overthinking this? Like TikTok,
No,
you
do
don't
you
see?
realize that there is a whole club of like over 40? There's an over 40 club, which I am a part of. I'm a proud part of. But there's an over 50 club. There's a like, and I'm saying clubs because you just use the hashtags. Hashtag over 50, hashtag Gen X, hashtag
Is there
whatever,
a
right?
property manager club? Hashtag property manager.
So
Maybe I'll start
I
getting on
use
TikTok Live.
hashtag PM Life, property
Okay.
manager life,
Mhm.
right? That's my hashtag. And I also have my own hashtag, which is called hatch tag.
I love it. All right. So let me ask you this though. Like, uh, is I know nothing of TikTok, so I'm just gonna add like, is TikTok just like Facebook? You just create a persona on it and you can start recording. Is it that simple?
Yes, yes. I would encourage that if you don't have a TikTok right now, or if you're just a scroller, like your user 56723, right? Make yourself a name, a catchy name that people will know you by, and then just start posting. You can start posting a picture with words on it and put music to it.
Yeah. So
You can send,
but if you do research and you find that your people are on Facebook or Instagram that you're trying to connect with, then go ahead and do that. You're just saying just get started and choose a platform. Do you think
yes,
you should try to be on every platform or do you focus on one? Like, hey, I know like with Meta, I can put something on Facebook and it'll get to Instagram, I think. I think you can
yes.
post one place and it'll go out to a couple others. So what are your I noticed that
You
you're
can do the
on
same.
same,
You can
okay.
do the same on TikTok. They have an option when you're going to post a video that you can post to all of your connected platforms Instagram, Facebook. It will blast it all at the same time.
Easy peasy.
So,
Okay.
Easy. Yeah.
All right. So now so that's a great way to still get clients, and it's a great way to be outward facing. Can
Mhm.
you talk a little bit about how you're using video internally for your residents and your current clients?
Sure, sure. So, we actually use video, like I said, for maintenance troubleshooting. That's number one. It was funny. My team just asked me the other day. They were like, "Hey, there's a house that doesn't know how to turn their fireplace on, their gas fireplace on." I was like, "I got a video for that. Hold on, I didn't post into the group yet." I was like, so that helps. Also,
I mean that and
I love
that saves even like a general maintenance guy going out there just to go turn
yes,
on just
yeah,
to go turn that on. Somebody's
mhm,
got to pay for that, whether it's the
yep,
property owner or the resident or the management company. And so,
exactly.
how many tickets? And you probably don't know this. I'll put you on the spot though. How many tickets a month do you think you guys save by having your videos?
Overall, since I started my video content
Mhm.
like last year, I would say it's about 20% that can do the troubleshooting on their own from my videos.
From the video,
Mhm,
20%. That's
mhm,
significant.
mhm.
That is
Yeah,
significant. Okay, so
yeah,
then so you have these videos, where are they all just on the TikTok, or do you actually have them in a database on like
yeah.
Notion or something like that? Where do you have them?
Yes, we have a lot of them in Notion. We have them some in YouTube. Some of my older ones, like from years ago. So I started doing it, but then I was terrible at editing, and I had to pay somebody to edit. And then when I edited, I didn't like it that much because it was not my style. It didn't feel like me. And so I figured I need to do it myself. Then I will edit it. And if you are um you can edit a video in like 30 minutes or less. And honestly, the least amount of editing on TikTok that you do, the more it gets purple out.
So it doesn't have to look professional. It actually, if it
No.
looks too professional, you actually get less clicks,
Yes. You
less
get less
engagement.
views.
Get less engagement.
Yes. So we have everything, and I have everything in my TikTok account, but I do have it shared so that and it's also on YouTube or on a hidden website so that only people who click on the link from our property meld troubleshooting stages can see it. So not everyone is public.
Okay. Okay, so you have private and public. That makes sense. So now I'm a resident. I call about the fireplace.
Yep.
Now the property management team finds that video. How do they find the video? Is it just like you have to tag it a certain way and I'm just doing search, I'm searching fireplace and it brings up all the videos on fireplace?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
again, did you say Notion? Did I hear that right?
Question. Hmm.
So Notion is basically just it's just this powerful back-end software. I don't even know how to explain it. How do you explain Notion to the people listening?
It's like our company, like Wikipedia. Like it's like just a
Policies,
uh
processes, all that stuff
everything.
everything gets dumped in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Peter Loman did a big write-up on Notion a while back. So anyway, so Notion is just like, let's call it a database for your videos for
Yeah.
this particular conversation. All right, so now your team has access to Notion and go and they search Fireplace. They see the videos like this is the one. They just click on that video. And it just links, or does it get downloaded into like where
You
you're
could
sending it to,
you could attach it to an email or
attached
to
to an
like we
email
have them through Meld,
through
like where we
Mel?
send them out through Meld.
Yep. And so
We
it
keep
just
the
has a link.
conversation.
Mel just links it to that video, and then everybody has read because it's public. Then anybody can see it
Yep.
without having to log into Notion.
Yep.
Got
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Okay. So by doing that, you are reducing over about 20% of work orders, which
Yes.
means just think about that. You just literally find it, send one email, and now all the back and forth goes away, having to
And I
create
did
dispatch.
one video,
Yeah.
one video
And you get to use
that
that
I
video
invested
numerous
my
times.
time in for the future of my owners, for my savings of time of my employees, for financial savings on both ends, owners and my company. So, yeah.
Well, and you're using this video one to reduce, to reduce calls or to reduce, yeah, to reduce calls call outs, if you will. You're
Yes.
using it on the other side to attract clients, right? So you have this video. It's not as just one and done, but it's one and you use it multiple times over and
Yes.
over and over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can repurpose your videos for different things. I can use the same, 10-second segment in multiple different themes of videos, right?
Hmm.
Um, make something funny, make something educational, make something like, oh my gosh, um,
Yep. And you can also put in like
shock value.
email drip campaigns as well, right? Like you can,
I haven't yet,
okay, but it's something
but
that you could
but I
do.
could. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So you said that you had over 1,000 followers in less than a year. How do you
No,
get follow?
that
How
was
do you
less
get
than a month.
less than a
That was less
month?
than a month.
Holy
Hmm.
crap. Okay. So how do you get followers?
You produce
No, I mean,
content that they want to
not for me.
watch.
I know how to get. I have tens of followers for the NARPM podcast, so
Yeah.
I'm good. But I mean, for a friend, how do you get followers?
So on it's specifically on TikTok, you if I was to advise anybody who's starting out on TikTok, find out what your little niche is, what you want to be focusing on. Are you a fashion person? Are you for me it was a maintenance person. So I was actually searching in the search bar for other like contractors, HVAC contractors, electrical contractors, plumbing. And I would watch video content that is in my niche and I would like it. I would comment, I would save it. So there's a little bookmark that you can save their videos. So, or you can repost it. So if TikTok sees me reposting a video about an HVAC because I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so educational. I couldn't have said it any better, then they're seeing what type of content I'm liking and
Hmm.
they're sharing my videos with those same people who are liking those same type of videos. Okay. So if you have a niche, if you're like, I'm going to do house tours, I'm going to show all my vacants and then this is going to lead me more owners because they're going to see how we're marketing their property or how we're going to market their property. We're going to do all these house tours. You can use video content. So it is received so much better than word of mouth or by paper print. Like you get that human touch in your videos and it goes so far. So my advice to you is if you're going to try to grow and then they're going to follow you. So if you are liking their videos, a lot of times they like yours. And I have to tell you, Pete, there is nothing like an audience on TikTok who are the biggest cheerleaders for
Interesting.
you. And they don't
So,
even know you. They're not like Facebook friends where you actually live in the same city.
right.
No, if I get a local friend, it's funny because my neighbor is a fan of mine on TikTok. And she loves everything, but that is rare, okay? That is not the norm. The norm is the people who are liking and sharing your information on Facebook is a completely different type of animal than what you have as big cheerleaders on TikTok. It's a completely different, light-hearted mindset.
I got a couple of things here. All right. Number one is I just had this idea, right? So you decided I'm going to be the maintenance, the
Yes.
maintenance TikToker, but you could actually have one of your realtors be the least marketing showing agent TikToker. You could have one of your property managers be the investment,
Yes.
real estate investment TikToker, and it all kind
Yes.
of funnels in. So this
Mhm.
could literally be a company-wide, um, you know,
Yes.
plan, right? Like you can literally create this whole
Yep.
persona. The
Yep.
other thing I'll tell you is what you said about, you have fans. It's funny, man. My old business partner, Steve Rosenberg, God love him. He became a big TikToker and all. And we were in the at a one of those beer, like a beer places, not a bar, but like, where they brew beer and whatever. Anyway, we're sitting there and
Mhm.
this woman starts looking over at us. This actually like a young girl starts looking over at us. I'm like, what the hell's going on? She comes over, she goes, "Are you Steve Rosenberg?" And oh my God, I see his head just getting huge.
Hey,
I follow you on TikTok. I said, oh my God. Next thing you know, he's got a crowd around him. I'm like, oh my word. I gotta go
so
get another beer.
funny.
But yeah, so you can become
That's
a
so
little
funny.
micro celebrity, I call them.
You do. You do. And like you end up finding out that like people started a relationship with you without you even knowing who they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
because
look,
they are so engaged in you as a person already,
right. So
your
now
life.
imagine if somebody is engaged in you, they know, like, and
Hmm.
trust you. Now they have a property in the DC area that they're moving
Hmm.
out of. They got to go overseas or whatever.
Yep.
They need somebody to
Yep.
manage it. Who are they going to call? Their good buddy,
They're
Sarah.
hmm
Right?
whether they truly know me as a friend or not. Yes. Yes,
Amazing. Okay,
exactly.
so now we have so many different ways that we can use video.
Hmm.
We talked a lot about maintenance. Now we talked about like even marketing. I love that idea, just going out and sharing even other, open houses or walkthroughs, whatever. Um,
Yep.
Talk to me about, is there any other way where we can leverage video to reduce our owner calls? For example, I'm thinking off my head, and I don't know if you do this, so I'm putting you on a spot here. But when I own my management firm and the owner statements went out, man, we would get like
Hmm.
50% of all of our people would call us. So is
Oh,
there, do you guys leverage video in any other way
yeah.
to help owners understand things? Whatever you
Yeah.
say.
So I'm laughing because I'm like, actually, I forgot that we had this, but we do have in our owner onboarding, we have several videos that teach them how to, like, what the next steps are. What kind of prep do you need for moving out of your house? Owner statement reviews, that kind of a stuff. We do Loom videos for owners individually because I feel like every owner has a specific circumstance on their report, and I don't want to share private information. So I don't want to do a blanket video on an owner statement. I think that's very unique. So I'll do Loom videos for owners in that case when they have questions about that. But overall, with our video content, it's funny that you say this because I know Karen Jordan does like quarterly um, you know, basically video calls with her owners, and a few of the property managers in my area have done that too. And so I was like, I am going to do a year end one where I can actually explain some of the policies that have changed. There's a lot of staff changes and policy changes that I feel like it would take time out of my property manager staff, their time to answer these questions when I can just blanketly put a video together and do it webinar style and just answer all those questions for them. Like where did a certain employee go, or who do you have now, or something like that. We recently transferred from just regular departmental style to pods. So
Yep.
like literally they just talk with who their team is and no one else. Like they don't know that there's three other PMs on the company.
Right.
and and so just sharing some of that information. Also, there's a lot of like fraud that is going on, and so I've been doing videos about that, and I haven't been able to post them yet because we are live in the middle of all of everything. So that's the other tip that I would say if you are going to try to create content, is just know that you should always be recording. You should always be having video content saved, and you can even put them, like what I have is folders in my phone, and I will sort them by folders depending on the content or the topic, so that when I am ready
When
to
you're
go and
ready.
edit a video, I'll
Yep.
just pull it. So I have a bunch of videos that I have made over, like, we had an application fraud case and how that's rolling out, and we're still in the process, and I'm not ready to post it
But
yet,
that's an
but
idea
it's
now that
live.
you put in there, and I got it. That
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
One of the things that we did early on is we used video on the front end. So if anybody wanted to have a meeting with one of our salespeople, we actually had like a 20-minute video. And my sales team would actually say, "Did you watch the video?" Like, no, like, oh, well, we have an hour scheduled now. Go watch the video and then call me back. So
Hmm.
you'd be surprised how many people actually do that. You just tell them what to do and they do it. And once they watch the video, the amount of questions they had for our salespeople went down to like one or two instead of like
Yeah.
obligatory. It's kind of like when when you have a house for lease and everybody calls and asks you the same 10 questions. It happens on the sales side as well. So once you can
Yeah.
answer those questions, then they're like, you know what? You answered all my questions, which is a know, like, and trust as well, right? Like,
Yes.
uh, and so
Yeah.
it allowed us to really funnel our sales.
If
process?
you like through Lead Simple, so when an owner inquires, whether they call and we put them into Lead Simple or whether they're calling from our or inquiring of our website, there's a process that happens with like Zapier and everything in Calendly. So our goal as a company is how quick can you get that person in front of you? Because when you get that personal touch, even with video, you can close the deal quicker and at a higher rate.
And
And so,
videos gonna be more personal than just a written
yeah,
email, correct? Yeah.
exactly. Or a phone call. Phone calls won't accomplish this, right?
Interesting.
Um, not as much, not at the closing rate that we have. Now, the just like you said, we have an owner intro video. Yes, it's me. I'm telling about what the prices are, what how we screen tenants. There's always those standard like
Yeah.
5 or 6 questions, and for us we have rental licensing, we have lead testing, we have all that kind of stuff. I talk about that in my video and onboarding, and they can click on it or not, but our content of the video or of the email that it is sent in, it has almost everything that they want to know. Like, it answers all their questions. Basically what I want to know when I get on a call with an owner is I want to know if I like you. Like,
Yeah.
I
You
want to
know,
know if I like you. I want to take all the garbage conversation out, the small talk, the prices, the whatever, because that's not changing. And I want to know who you are. I want to know why you're moving. I want to know why you want to hold on to this asset.
you got me thinking, like we send a monthly newsletter. I'm like, I don't think I have video in there.
Do a video.
We should have a video in our newsletter. Yeah, at least one main video. So this
Yeah.
has been
Yeah.
fantastic, Sarah. I appreciate this.
Thanks.
Um, if anybody wants to reach out to you, how do they get in touch with you? How do they follow you on LinkedIn or not LinkedIn, sorry,
Now,
on
TikTok.
TikTok? Yeah.
Yeah, they can get in touch with me at Mrs. Fix It Lady. And I also have a second account that I started that's my seasonal one. I do Wrap It with Mrs. Fix It. So one of the big things in how I got followers last year on my Mrs. Fix It Lady account, which is supposed to be mainly for maintenance and fashion and home life, is I wrap presents professionally at Christmas
Of course
time.
you do.
So I changed my handle, and I now have a following on Wrap It with Mrs. Fix It, and I do live tutorial sessions and teach people how to professionally gift wrap presents
You know what you should
live.
do is as you're gift wrapping the present, you should wrap, and then you can have a double wrap. Like you can wrap as you're wrapping. I think that would work very well. I think
Yes,
man, I could just see
I
followers just booming.
personality. Showing your personality. Yes, I can. I grew up in the 80s, so all
That's
that
right. We'll
80s and early
throw a
90s.
little Run DMC while you're wrapping presents,
I
Christmas in
know.
Hollis.
I should. I should. But anyways, yeah, that's they can follow me on those platforms. If you're not there, I am on Facebook, or on our regular website, hatchpropertymanagement.com. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much. If you're listening to this and you're not a NARPM member, shame on you. Go to narpm.org. You can give them a call at 800-782-3452. I do not believe NARPM has a TikTok account yet. They do have Facebook. You can find them on Facebook as well. And if you are looking for a remote team member to help with these videos, because you don't have to do all this stuff yourself. You can literally look, Steve at Empire, he did all these videos, upload them, and our remote team literally did everything else. You can go to vpmsolutions.com or you can email me direct, pete@vpmsolutions.com, and reach out to me and I can help you with that. Sarah, thanks so much for being here. See you, everybody.